Oh, no, sorry. We're awake now. But yeah, so we're off to the second area of the Great Cave Offensive. I would normally do my introduction, but I don't feel like we need to because it's still the same subject. So the crystal area, as you can see, is pretty mystical with all the gems and gemstones and all that other good stuff. As we get some relics of the Lost Ark from the last brigade, except I'm butchering every single Indiana Jones reference intentionally. I know what the references are, and there's a bit of moment fail there, which I was not expecting to be in place for grabbing that treasure chest, but don't worry, we'll be fine. As, well, that bomb enemy kind of took a page out of Poppy Bros Jr. and kind of blew himself up with a coconut bomb, which he fires in spurts, because if he shoots you, it's gonna hurt. And I'm still making the reference to Donkey Kong 64 for some reason. But now there is a little bit of a puzzle here, except it's not really a puzzle, but it kind of teaches you that these switches can sometimes be activated by stuff like crash, or in this case I just use jet and just keep the power and not give my power up. But we do want to make sure that we hit buttons to go up waterfalls, grab amber roses to give to Kirby's significant other when we eventually beat it, or except not really, unless we're going to give it to Adeline, but that's aside from that. But easy way to get to that one is also being aware not to get blown up by the falling crash bomb, except not really called a crash bomb. But here's two more treasures here: a fish fossil and, I'm trying to remember, a beast fossil. These are clearly references to Pokemon. No, it's not even that. I'm pretty sure Pokemon wasn't quite a thing yet, unless it was in Japan. Also, I need to be really careful because I think that... Oh, actually no, he hasn't walked off yet, but I have to hope I can grab my power-up, which I can't swallow while I'm underwater for some really weird reason. But at least I got the jet power-up back, because there's actually a cool little trick you can do with a mini-boss here, if you do it right. If you charge up your power, charge in, and then you get underneath your enemy, you can blow them up with the rocket propel upward jet booster thing. As we grab some nunchucks, which are worth 55,000 gold for some reason. One thing to note is that this is another one of those where one of these treasures, which has a different treasure entirely in Superstar Ultra. In this case, machine parts, which I guess are supposed to be a reference to Air Ride for some reason. I don't really know for sure. As we head into the second part of the crystal area, yeah, I didn't mention that this one you can go any way you want, but the exit going to the next area is going to be in the last area we checked, which is why I'm kind of going in order here. Grab some eggs underwater, they're not soggy. Same thing with that hot dog, don't worry about that. But probably one of the funnier ones that we get soon, which is a bucket, which actually is in the Superstar Ultra version. That bucket, I believe, is supposed to be a reference to Mario and Wario, something like Wario Woods, or I don't really remember what it is exactly. Also, nice shot with that boomerang cutter, by the way, as this guy is completely bodying us for whatever reason. But it said something like in, I think, Super Smash Melee, that if that bucket is put upside down or something like that, somebody becomes Wario or whatever. I honestly don't know what it is, because, yeah. There's the Summertime Heart, which I've already made the mention of what that does in the later game, where all four become one and then they replace it with different treasures. That Summertime Heart is replaced by a power paintbrush, which is actually reference to Kirby Canvas Curse. Also, a coin. I have to be really careful, because if I mess up with that current, I will actually have to redo the entire area, but I would have cut back if I messed up or something like that. But yeah, I came very close to actually touching spikes there if I wasn't really careful. Ancient Gem, that is technically a Magatama or a Matama. I don't really remember which one it is. The only reason I even know anything about Matamas or whatever is because of the Persona series and the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney series. Because, well, it's very relevant when Justice for All and onward, and then the Matamas are kind of a persona that you can summon, but yeah. I lost the jet ability, but it's not... Well, actually, no, I did catch up. No, actually, I looked at the wrong one because the one that I thought was running away wasn't actually running away. And I was trying to think, okay, can I slide this bomb block? No, I actually need a different power, which I can't use wheels, so I actually have to use something else. And I thought I was actually going to give the power up to... Okay, yeah, I don't care about you, Tab. I need to grab this Poppy Bros, which gives Cutter, which is kind of odd if you ask me, in order to down slash to grab a dud, which is actually Kirby's cell phone in Ultra. And that's a reference to the Amazing Mirror, a game which is really highly regarded by a lot of people because of the Metroid style gameplay it has. I haven't played it much, so if I do end up Let's Playing that, it's gonna be, for the most part, blind. Same thing with Squig Squad, which, I mean, well, blind to a certain degree. Same thing with Return to Dreamland, as I just damage boost through all the spikes in order to grab the Truth Mirror, which forces us to tell the truth under the law of this game's lie detector or something like that. Now, originally, when I grabbed that treasure or something, I was thinking, did I miss a treasure? But actually, I don't think I did, because for some reason, it's not 15 in this area, it's actually 14. At least, as far as I remember, but I eventually figure that out later. But now we head off to a very unusual boss with some really RPG-like music as we got hit by slime. By this boss, the computer virus. The point of this boss is it's supposed to be an RPG turn-based format where you either go first or your opponent goes first and does an attack and some other stuff. And there's actually two versions of the computer virus. This one has the weak slime, the pointless dancing doll, and the witch, which I think becomes a sorcerer or something like that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Also note that if you take too long, your partner explodes and doesn't really do anything, as we have a witch with 69 health, but that's not important. But she does really powerful fire, ice, and, well, star-like attacks. Reference to this guy, don't you know? No, it's really not. But, yeah, it's not exactly a hard boss, but it should be noted that if you try to fight this boss with no abilities, without guarding, and the like, this is one of the most RNG bosses out there, but that's only referencing to the true form of the computer virus, which we won't see until a later subgame, so it'll become relevant by then, as we actually decide to... Actually, no, I do use Jet in this area. I thought I took the minecart ride, but no, we have to see these new unique enemies, like these pandas, which we will never ever see again, so we'll just experience them while we can, as we will eventually begin the next area, which I will talk about later. So, until then, this has been Tapperus, and next time we will have part 3 of Great Cave Offensive. See you then. Oi.